Hello, I'm Kelv, Hellrazer's friend, Joey C. Jones. I'm about 40 miles north of New York City at famous Woodstock, New York. I'm getting ready to talk about my friend Kelv, who I miss so much. Kelv and I became friends in 1985. He's one of the first American musicians that he contacted. Since 1985, we were in touch. I was the last person to speak to him via phone call. Kelv was always mad at me. Once the internet stuff came in, I was still saying, "Now we're going to be talking over the phone, no Skype, no that. Let's just talk." I was told that I was the last person to speak to him on the phone, and he'd done so much for my band, Sweet Savage. And there are people that said no one in Europe would even know who Poison was if it wasn't for Kelv. That is true. I'm sure the Poison guys are doing these great tributes for him. Kelv and I spent some time together in 1987 in Hollywood. I just had a blast. For many years, my best friend, who's gone now, was one of the largest immigration attorneys in the world, and I begged Kelv to come live with me. And he loved his mother so much, and it's one of the reasons why he's not here today, is because he lost his mom. And I lost my mom when I was young, and when Kelv's mom was getting sick, I tried to give him a little bit of advice how to deal with what's getting ready to happen, and he was able to deal with it for a while, and then it just became a little too much, and I know exactly how it feels, and I'm sure a lot of people viewing this knows how they feel about their mothers that are no longer with us. But Kelv did so much. He was Mr. Shade's Records. He was the guy that had got Sweet Savage #1 on the import charts. That was all Kelv Hellrazer, and without Kelv Hellrazer and Sweet Savage, I wouldn't even be here today, because no one would even know my name. I'd still be a hillbilly in Ohio, and I am a hillbilly. And Kelv, I think of you every day. I'm going to honor your memory every day. And I always said the two people that done the best job of keeping the 80s hair rock alive was Kelv Hellrazer and Stevie Rochelle of Tough. And when Kelv passed, Stevie's headline was "Goodbye Glam Rock God," and he was the glam rock god. And he's just so loved and so respected, and such a worker, and done so much for American bands, and just so many bands. And he was a walking encyclopedia of rock and roll history, and he just loved everything. And he's in a better place. And Kelv, I will be with you, brother. And as you can tell by looking at me, I'm not that far away. And we will rock forever in rock and roll heaven, which is real. And I love you, Kelv, more than I love you, Kelv, and I'm glad that I was able to do this from my Woodstock, because Kelv and I talked about Woodstock. We were too young to know what was going on, but this is very important, and I want to thank Ben Harper for asking me to do this video, and my dear friend Joey Holdren for doing the video. Kelv, I love you, buddy. I'll be there. Let's rock. Kelv, you are forever. I love you.